Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at Everything You Need to Know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the giant US economy grew by $1.4 trillion in 2023, shrugging off all recession predictions. But first, US initial jobless claims rose last weekend by more than expected, but they were still near the bottom of their ranges. There are now 2.06 million people on these benefits, lower than last week, but they were 1.86 million on these same benefits a year ago. The seasonal retreat isn't as strong as last year, so overall this level is creeping up. US durable goods orders came in December less than expected and continued their recent yo-yo pattern. They were virtually unchanged in December 2023 after a 5.5% rise in November. But capital goods orders were up a very strong 9.8% in December from a year ago, holding November's very good level. But the big news, however, is that the US economy expanded at a 3.3% rate in the fourth quarter of 2023, much better than forecasts of a 2% rise, and following a stellar 4.9% rise in the third quarter. For all of 2023, the giant American economy rose 2.5% in real terms and generated $27.9 trillion in economic activity in the year, up an additional $1.4 trillion or 5.8% more nominally. That is a larger expansion in volume terms than China's in the same period and is like adding 2/3 of Australia over the past 12 months. The current manufacturing sector isn't delivering its share of this expansion, however. China is going through a crisis of confidence, one triggered by tightening state control and lackluster economic performance. Their security push to suppress news that isn't positive for the party is corroding confidence both inside and outside the country. It is particularly obvious in a transformed and chilled Hong Kong. And as expected, the ECB kept its hawkish hold position in the face of continuing inflation pressures there, and it kept its quantitative tightening program. Today is a public holiday in Australia, Australia Day, and Monday is a public holiday in Auckland. Globally, container freight rates rose another 5% last week as the latest supply chain pressures in the Red Sea and the Panama drought continue to bite. A feature of the latest changes is that trans-Pacific shipping rates are making a sharp catch-up, even though they're not directly involved. But there still is no equivalent rise in rates for bulk cargoes. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 4.14% and down 2 basis points from yesterday. And the price of gold will start today up $2 at just on $2,014 an ounce. And oil prices are up another $1 at just over $76.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is now just over $81 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today at 61.1 US cents and unchanged from this time yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're little changed at 92.9 Australian cents. Against the euro, marginally firmer at 56.4 euro cents. But that all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 70.1 and essentially unchanged in a day. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again on Tuesday.